ladies and gentlemen, what's shaking? Happy Monday. Welcome back to this thing we like to call the old game therapy. I'm your host, Bryant. Bryant Chambers, or also known as Michael T. Shamborn III, and that's spelled with a CH, not an SH. And I'm glad to have everybody back here for this crazy thing we just made up a couple months ago called game therapy, which is kind of my online virtual version of something that I used to do and cherish on the battlefield, which was coming home from the fight, getting something to eat, and then hanging with the brothers who I knew were going to keep me alive for another round of hell the next day. And so coming back home to that campfire became a place of respite, became a place of recharge. And I would like game therapy to be a place where the same thing happens for you. You come and you hang out with a bunch of other leaders who are in the world working hard at whatever it is we're up to try to make the world better in the way that we're capable of and to live up to our potential, right? And to hold each other accountable to that. Right, because we only got so much time on this planet, right? So why waste it bitching at each other about stuff that doesn't matter? Why don't we get focused on building shit that does matter? And I can promise you, if you become one of those people, you're going to get tired. You're going to get exhausted. You're going to get discouraged. When you do, come hang. We built this for you, right? It's a bunch of like-minded, warrior-minded people who hang. We laugh, we joke, but more importantly, we build each other up. Video games are really just the backdrop of the show. They are the least important thing in this whole get-up, right? So if you're turned off by video games, don't worry. That is what we pay the least amount of attention to. In fact, I have the video games here simply because if you've ever run a party or been a part of a social event, it's sometimes nice to have something going on in the background that fills the dead space. That's all this is. It's filling the dead space. What's really important about this show is what's happening between me and you in this comment section. All right. So if you're looking for the type of show that certainly will help you get to sleep, it'll help you kill some of that anxiety, but one that'll also help you build yourself up as a person, then come hang. If you just need a dopamine rush, please believe me, there are many other people you can find who'll do that for you better than I will. In fact, I can recommend some. With that said, let's get back to Xuan Sword 7. Let's talk to our buddy here who looks a lot like Ice Froggy Frog. I really do hope people get the Ice Froggy Frog reference and understand that I did not make that up. Mostly because I want you to see the film associated with it. Alright, so these potions, as it were, uncommon black flame ingredient, its energy is pure. See, I'm not quite sure what a lot of this stuff does. I haven't really come into... See, I'm guessing this is like a crafting thing. Oh, no. I think those are talismans. Yeah. Those are definitely talismans. But I'm guessing a lot of this other stuff is crafting material. So I just always don't want to leave stuff behind. Yeah, brother. I hear you. What up, Tristan? Hey, sorry for your loss there, Tristan. I know that was a tough one to watch last night. Given that you guys had a lot of opportunities to put that game away and didn't. The NFL is upside down, man. The only team in the Super Bowl right now, and in fact, I did call for the Rams to go to the Super Bowl. In fact, I've been calling for the Rams to be in the Super Bowl since the year before they went the last time. I've thought the Rams were on to something going back 6 years ago, and clearly they were. But Cincinnati going to the Super Bowl, never would have called that. Never would have called Mahomes falling apart in the fourth quarter. Although I could have called Andy Reid being Andy Reid, at least from what I hear from fans of his. I'm not a big watcher. But a lot of the critique I've heard of Andy Reid in that game, and to include the critique he gave himself, not just others. Woo! Anyway. Sorry for your loss, man. I think the Super Bowl is still going to be fun to watch. Also got a great topic tonight. We're going to be talking about what is your hidden talent. Don't forget the book of the week this week is The Obstacle is the Way in our book club, which is right there below this camera if you want to join. Right, the old Obstacle is the Way. And your summaries this week will be due for, I think we just got in H Factor, right? Or Managing Oneself, and then H Factor's due this week, and then... Anyway. Obstacle is the Way. Great book. Great book indeed. Let's see. Banner Week Hulk Smash says, "My hidden talent." Yeah, that's the title of tonight's show. What is your hidden talent? We'll get into that during the segment piece. But if you guys want to start listing your hidden talent, go nuts. About somewhere around 30 minutes into the show, we'll start talking about it in depth. Unless you guys completely derail the show to talk about that, and we'll go down that lane. No worries. This show is very flexible to the whims of whatever the hell is going on in the moment. Like I said, our show is about what's happening in the comment section, more so than what's happening on screen. So if you're a person who just likes to lurk, you might be a little bored. Actually, you won't be bored. You just won't get the full Monty of this experience. Tag says, as a Bengals local, I'm stoked for the Super Bowl. Excellent. Yeah, one of my buddies that I built my original online community with, I saw a Facebook video of him having a grand old time. I think it was either his front porch or his parents' front porch, but it was party time with his Joe Burrow jersey on. Banner Hulk, I'll just call Banner Smash, says, causing anxiety and time dilation with reality warping incantations disguised as humor. Well said. Oh, God. You don't see Tristan because he commented before you got here. That's why you don't see him. You're not going to see the comments that happened before you arrived there, sir, I believe. That's how that works. Could be wrong, though. It's been a while since I've been on the other side of this show thing. Tag says the entire city is vibrating everywhere you go. It's as cool. Yeah, dude. Like, football is important, bro. As much as people want to dismiss it as, it's the opiate of the masses. You goddamn right it is. You better be glad that opium is kicking so that people ain't burning down shit. You better get to a football game. If you understand this human psychology, you will never want football to end. The way just the limited understanding I have of psychology for all this studying I've been doing for the last 10 years, and now I'm reading about neuroscience somewhere up in here. I'm like, shit, I want a football game on 3 times a day. Just nonstop cooking shows and football. Just keep it going. Yeah, Tristan says, I appreciate it, was not happy. Well, it's one thing, like, if y'all had just gotten beat, that's one thing, right? If y'all had just gotten beat, alright. But to get beat the way you got beat and for it to be that close, that's annoying. Like, I would have rather just, like, if I was a 49ers fan, and I am because I like Kyle Shanahan, because he's one of the coaches who used to coach for my team, as is the coach that's now going to the Super Bowl. So it was a win-win for me in that game. Rams or 49ers win, I'm excited because 2 of my favorite guys are going to go to a Super Bowl. Secretly, I was pulling for the Rams. Not secretly, but I was pulling for the Rams because I just think I want Matthew Stafford to get his props that I think are much deserved for his abilities. You know, and all the commentary aside and all this shit that they have to turn things into television shows where people argue about who's the best and all that bullshit as if it's a real thing and football's not a team sport. The bottom line is, you know, circumstance, timing, all those things matter. And each little thing that a team does, you know, like, for example, let's take it out of the context of football and put it into warfare. Right? There are patrols that I had been on with my team where we would patrol through a town, and I lie to you not, there would be people cheering for us in the streets. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not 5 minutes later, another unit behind us pushes through the same town, and they're getting lit the hell up, and we're listening to it. And I guess if television commentators covered war the way it would go is, well, Bryant and his team was clearly kicking ass because of his fantastic leadership. No, I just happened to take my team through the town before the RPG team got there. That's it. It's not because I'm a better quarterback. It's because it just so happened that at this point, me and my team had the good fortune of having an easier ride. And then we had days where the ride was harder for us. You know, and it's like, I think Matthew Stafford is a legit dope quarterback. And I understand that winning championships in a sport that is so polarizing and so team-based, a lot of it really just comes down to who didn't F it up the most. And luck. Like, talent certainly plays a role, but the teams are all crazily talented. At some point, other variables play in. You know, so I want to see people like Matt Stafford. You know, if Tom Brady had been drafted by the Washington football team, I promise you, we would not be talking about him the way we're talking about him. Period. Like, I think he still would have been great because of his mentality and the way he works, but he wouldn't be that. Just, and I'm not saying, you know, anybody else who could have been thrust into his situation with his work ethic and mentality could have been that. And that's really the mystery of the universe that nobody wants to admit to, because everybody wants you to believe that they somehow have the secret and they're the Jesus of your world that you need to worship. It's like, dude, we all dying at the end of this game, dog.
是李军，他们想修复这尊机关人。这是上古机关术吗？说不定是出自鲁班大师之手。没路了，怎么办？要不咱们再绕绕看，避开他们？
不能再避了。
子旭，
再避下去，也许就无路可走了。不能总是避让。目标就在眼前，必须拼搏一把。
Tristan says, derail the show? We would never. I don't even think we can call this a show at this point. It's just crazy people coming together to yell at each other while video games play in the background. I think that's pretty much it. Okay, Ryan, I stand corrected then. Cool. Good to know. Tristan says, yeah, I'll be happy whoever wins the Super Bowl. I really like Stafford and Burrow, and Stafford doesn't get his due. Yeah, I think so too, man. Yeah, I agree. I just wish we could have kept Sean McVay and Stafford was now playing for the Washington football team, but what are you going to do? Tristan says, that's what I was telling my friend. Jimmy G blew it at the end, but I couldn't do what he does. He's a damn good QB. Yeah, dude, I would take Jimmy G right now. If y'all want to get rid of him, send him my way. Got him. Jimmy G will be welcomed in Washington. Come throw one interception a game here, bro. Anytime. Anytime you want to come just throw one, have at it. Come on. We got a seat for you. I'll drive him. I'll pick him up from the airport. I ain't doing nothing tomorrow. Oh, yes, I am. Damn it. I got a meeting with a game developer tomorrow. Ah! Oh, dang it. Pocket says, B, who do we worship? Where's the golden calf? Point us to your leader. My leader's in this Bible thing over here that I point to every now and again. There is a golden calf in it, but I certainly wouldn't worship it. It went pretty poorly for the people that worshipped that. Jay Cardoso says, I'm glad you sent out that number to alert us better. 9 p.m. comes and sometimes I don't see the live. Yeah, I haven't even, has anybody joined? In fact, I have not made it public here yet, but tonight, if you guys want to get notifications, let me check the system here too while I've got everybody, while the show is live. If you guys want to get notified of this show, I've just set up a system where if you text the word YouTube to the same number you guys always hear me spout, it's on screen right now, 833-576-2460. If you text the word YouTube to that, you will be put on a list where each time we go live on the show, we will send a text message out to let you know, because I'm already aware that YouTube's not sending out the notifications for what I do. And by the way, I don't say that what I said on YouTube today was not a statement of resentment towards YouTube. It's a statement of understanding the reality of, hey, they got to focus on the people that pay their bills, not the guy that you know, yells angrily about why the world sucks for an hour at a time. But if you guys do, and ladies and others, want to be notified, if you text the word YouTube to 833-576-2460, on the days that we do our streams, we're going to experiment with it. We may not keep it, but for now we're going to experiment. We'll send out a text that just says, hey, we're live, come hang. And that's all it'll say. And those are the only text messages you will get on that list, is just, hey, we're live, come hang. Not going to be sending out advertisements for crap. It's not about making a list that I can sell to some company in China who can text you to death. I won't do that. It's not what we're in the business to do, man. I cherish y'all's attention, and I wouldn't want to betray it that way. But if you do want the convenience of getting notified, and the YouTube notifications aren't working, as they probably shouldn't be for a channel like this, then if you just text YouTube to 833-576-2460, you'll be notified. So we'll see how many people join that, and then I'll decide whether or not we keep it as a service. Booyah! Harley says, I'm so effing happy today. I got this item I had been waiting a year to get, and it's everything. Yes! Tell us about it, Harley. What'd you get? It's like Christmas, man. Don't leave us hanging. You're going to be like the Jewish kid on my 4th grade bus. I love that guy. Like, he taught me about Hanukkah, and he got gifts every day for Hanukkah. I was like, man, fuck Christmas. I'm trying to get on. I was like, Ma. I went home. I was like, yo, Ma, can we start celebrating Hanukkah? This Christmas shit, we coming up short. She's like, what are you talking about? I said, my homie in school, he gets a transformer every day for Hanukkah. We need that. This Christmas shit is for the birds. We need Hanukkah. I mean, every day he'd get a new transformer. Love that kid, man. That was my first real lesson about Jewish culture. I think, well, the first one I remember talking to somebody who was Jewish. So tell us, Harley, what did you get? You're leaving us hanging. Ursula says she gets the YouTube notices. Whoa! Watch out now. Turbo says, I didn't get the notification and I'm on YouTube. That's awesome. That blesses my heart to hear that. That YouTube just said, fuck it. This dude sucks. And I agree, YouTube. Live your dreams. We're here for probably about 5,000 of your audience members, and then we're gonna build our shit and get out of here, and then we'll let y'all have it back. Don't worry about it. Oh, I got another message from GameStop today too. The campaign was on, and then they told me it was off, and then they emailed me back today and says, hey, we want you back for this campaign. But for the way it looks like the campaign's going, I'm going to tell them no. For what they want me to do, first of all, some of it I just won't do because I'm not that type of channel, and it's not enough money. It's not even close. Like, dude, really? You want me to play this game for that many dollars? I think you got the wrong guy. Like, we talk to 2 million people a week. I was like, that money won't pay my editor to fucking edit the video. Fuck out of here. Like, oh man. But we don't. But I still need to negotiate it with him. I'm not going to outright say no. I just need to make sure I understand. Like, really, you're going to cap this campaign? Like, why would you cap a campaign at that many hundreds of dollars for an influencer? Like, what? Like, do you not want to make sales? It's like, I wanted to respond to the email like, hey, just call me back when you think I'm as good as I think I am. There's a disconnect here. Oh yeah. Well, that looks like a boss fight. Hit him, lady. Oh, I can't do 2? Oh, that would have been cool if it let me. Light him up. Grenades. All right, slice him up, lady. Come on, hit him. Woo, slow down time, baby. Ooh, snap. Damn, this dude is not playing with that laser beam. Damn, did I... Oh, damn it. I got beat. I thought I was winning. Dagger. Thought I was getting the W. Jolly says, I have a total 278 subscribers in 30 days, over 15K views across 25 videos, and investments. Hey, good job, man. That's killing it. That's a lot of subscribers in this era, because getting followers and subscribers every year will get harder and harder, because the platforms, as they reach their saturation, people are thinking less and less. You know, most people have subscribed to the stuff they want. You know, to get them to subscribe to things now, it's like you got to go over and above, and customers are always entitled. It's just the way the customer-consumer relationship works. I mean, I was entitled today dealing with somebody I buy things from when I told them that if they were not able to fix it within the next 24 hours, to go ahead and have somebody from tech support be prepared to move my accounts to another business. Right? So I get it. Alright, let's switch up, switch up. Ooh, damn. Nice hit. Come on, get his guard down. Get his guard down, ladies. Come on. Light him up. There we go. Now we got it. All right, defense down, baby. Get him. Ooh, dagger. I should have seen that coming. Come on, Chambers. Oh, damn it. Come on, B. Effing up, dude. Totally effing up. go. Break those defenses, ladies. There we go. There we go. And he's on. Down. Light him up. Ooh, snap. He lit me up on that one. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, heal up, baby. Heal on up. Heal on up. There you go. Use your laser on that, ho. Oh, easy, easy. That's what almost killed you the last time. Easy, easy, easy. He likes to spam that joint now. All right, execution time, baby. Hit him up. Light his ass up. Come on. You're too slow, ho. Damn. Faster than that. Light him up, lady. So you can get some of his defenses down. And that's all you had in the tank? All right, hit him with the stun juice. Hit him with that stun juice. He don't want that. He don't want that stun juice, boy. I knew he was gonna do that. Hurry, hurry, hurry! Shit! I told you to hurry, man. You shitbag. Oh, for crying out loud. All right, let's go to work. Keep lighting them up, ladies. My turn. Come on, B. There we go. Nice shooting, homegirl. Alright, so we're only getting one shot at a time. It's patience. It's a patience fight. Let's get some. I don't target him when he's not in his little downed mode, because you can maneuver way better if you don't target him. Like in this mode, you can maneuver around his crap a lot better if you're not targeted. You're not locked in on him. He's swinging, he's swinging, he's swinging. Break out. Told you to break out, lady. Cheap shot ass. Damn it, B. Come on. Switch. There we go. Now we're smoking. Light his ass up while he's staggered, baby. Spinning, spinning, spinning. Come on. Get out of there while he's doing it. Don't let him do it to you, Jesus. Oh, you punk ass bitch. Damn, dude. Cheap ass. Light his ass up. There you go. Slow his ass down. Light his ass up while he's slowing down. Then kick ass all night. Damn it, B, come on! Greedy ass! Too late, too slow, too slow, too slow, too slow. How is he able to do that much damn damage in one hit? The whole fight he can't do that, and then he lights your ass up with one hit. Come on, pussy. Shit, man, come on! Uh-huh. Woo! There you go. Smoked his ass. Hell yeah. You don't want to see me, ho. Whew, that fight got me sweating a little. That didn't make any sense. Why the hell did I lose sound? Like, completely. It's weird. No reason for it that I can diagnose on my end. Nothing came unplugged. Ghost in the machine, man. Anyway, I'm sure I've missed great conversations that you all have been having for the last several minutes. Oh, man. Yeah, so the topic and the question for tonight are the same thing. And since we're well past our normal time to jump into the topic, have you guys already been discussing what your secret talent is? And it's really, it's not a trick question. It's not a clickbaity title. I actually want to know, what's everybody here's secret talent? Very curious. Very curious to know. And for many of you, I don't know that it's going to be a secret to a lot of us, because I think a lot of you are actually exercising your talents since you've been, you know, on this adventure to go after your dreams. So, yeah, man. Let's hear it. If you guys have already talked about it for an hour and you're already bored of it, I can certainly move on to something else, but I'd be very curious to know what you guys are all talking about when it comes to that. Although I did see Ryan's secret talent, which basically he wrote a really long sentence to say annoying the shit out of me. It's his secret talent. Oh, man. If he only knew how much joy he actually brings with letting me be myself. That's what he really does for me. Ooh, yeah. Turbo says that was a secret. Oh, it's funny. That is funny, man. Yeah, like you guys didn't see it, but like when I finally got around to texting Ryan today, it was just me shitting all over his favorite show because I tried to watch it and then I did it wrong. Which the whole story is I did it wrong and then I didn't like it. It's had nothing to do with the show. It had everything to do with the fact that I'm a simpleton. End of the story. Yeah. Like the story I was going to tell y'all tonight, if we have time, is how the quarterback of my football team ran me over with his car. And what was the end of that story? Yeah. Good times. My own quarterback ran me over with his car. We had just left the gym. It was the day before two-a-days started for football that year. Just left the gym and he ran me over with his car. We'll get into that story at some point tonight, I'm sure. Today in history, I know I missed that segment too. Today in history, if you guys didn't know, which today is the 31st, right? Guy Fawkes was hanged, drawn, and quartered for his part in the gunpowder plot. And if you saw the thumbnail tonight, you saw a little Easter egg I put there for you. Just trying to use what little art talent I have to try to encourage all you artists out there to keep being awesome. All right, let's see what everybody's talking about with their secret talents. I think for most of you, I know you personally, so I don't know if it'll be a secret for me. I'll be interested to see if you guys say stuff that I'm not already aware of. That'll be really cool. It's like, oh snap, I get to know something new. We all get to learn something new about you wonderful folk. Tag says, I hit two sticks together to make music. Okay, understood. And you blow whistles with your fingers to communicate with your tribe. Rock on. Tag says, my secret talent is being able to learn movements like martial arts forms or building by watching and studying mechanical movements of the body. It's why Taskmaster is my favorite superhero. Wow. So who is Taskmaster? What band of nerds does he come from? You guys got to help me with the superhero references, right? Like, if you're naming people that aren't Wolverine or Captain Ludacris or whatever they're... I can't. Captain Ludacris. I'm sorry. I'm trying to mask my disdain for comics, and it's not going well. Who is Taskmaster? That is fascinating, Chris. That's good stuff. Ryan says, dude, I can dance, but I have to, like, actively follow along. I can't watch and follow along after the fact. Okay, you're a dancer. All right, that's a dope talent to have. I'm going to see you on Dancing with the Stars after I finish making you the Pulitzer Prize winning hero of Earth. We'll get you on Dancing with the Stars. That'll be when you know your career's over. Dancing with the Stars calls like, oh, is this where we are? 50-something black ladies are watching me now. That's the move. Although 50-something black ladies watch this show. Believe it. 50-something black ladies are awesome. Some of my favorite people are 50-something black ladies. My mom might be a 50-something black lady. Oh, man. Harley says, my secret talent is being patient with other people's children. That is a talent. I imagine you are more patient with some of those kids than their own parents are. Yeah, the role teachers play in our kids' lives, man. It's not celebrated enough. I'm not going to read Ryan's superpower. I'll let you guys read it, but I agree with him. Actually, you know what? I will read it. I think my secret talent is the way I can visualize complex systems and multiple data sets visually in multi-dimensional space, like layers of a circuit board, components, and the code running. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Like, you're like the Traveler from Star Trek. A lot of people probably won't get that reference, but I know you will. Or Wesley Crusher. Like, figured I'd make you the cooler version of that character. Sorry, am I spoiling things that I shouldn't be for people who haven't seen Star Trek yet? Probably. Tristan says, my secret talent is that I can solve Rubik's Cubes. Multiple sizes, the original up to 9x9. Nice! Do you have any videos of you doing that, Tristan? I'd watch that. I'd watch you telling stories. Like, dude, if I was you, I'd start a channel or just something on the side where you solve Rubik's Cubes and tell stories to the mixes you made as a DJ. Promise you there's something in that. Promise you. You'll get DJ gigs and people will enjoy watching you tell stories as you solve Rubik's Cubes. And you could do that cool thing where you have one camera on your face and one on your hands and split the screen. Do a lot of sexy stuff with that, homie. Ryan says, not many people know I can do it to the level of detail that I generally achieve. And then he says he hates me. Damn, I haven't done anything but compliment you tonight. Why do you hate me? Shit. I even tried to be nice about that shitty show you tried to get me to watch. I even said nice things about that. The Expanse is the show he tried to get me to watch that I turned off after 8 minutes because it was basically Final Fantasy VII in space. And I'm like, oh, fuck out of here with these shitty characters. Jay Cardoso says, we'll be taking salsa lessons. Then that will be my superpower. Yeah, especially with the ladies. Keep dancing. Dance right into their hearts, Jay. You'll be good to go. Jack Smith says, I'm gifted in creativity. So far, art seems to be the best way I express it. What kind of art do you do, Jack? And have you ever taken the creativity test to scale yourself to how creative you are? I took that. Jordan Peterson actually had me take it in one of the classes I took with him. It was awesome. I bet you might be surprised at just how creative you really are when you take the test. I think you'd enjoy it. Turbo says Wesley is more fitting. Ah, damn. Oh, except he hates me, right? He's not gonna hate you for that. Tristan says, I like that idea, B. That could be something. I think there's something there. Play with it, man. See what happens. And if nothing, great comes of it, you had some fun and entertained some people for, however long you do it. That's better than nothing. That's definitely something. Ryan says, I don't hate you, Brian Chambers. That was directed at Tristan because he solves Rubik's Cubes. Oh, okay. All right. Sorry. I can't help but narcissistically make all of y'all's comments about me because I'm a narcissist. And when you don't at the people, I don't know who's talking to what. Oh, because I'm behind. Or I'm ahead or behind or both. I think that's a paradox. Clem says, I tried to watch The Expanse. I want to like it, but I found it boring. Yeah. I just didn't like any of the characters it introduced. I like that one lady, though, with that deep-ass voice. That old lady. She's sexy as hell. Her voice is, too. I like her. She's in it. I don't know if I'm supposed to know that because I accidentally watched the episode I thought was the first episode was actually the first episode of the 6th season because I didn't realize my wife had already been watching the show. By the way, Miko told me to tell you, Ryan, she loves the show, so maybe you should recommend shows to her. I think you guys are on the same wavelength. She doesn't even recommend shit to me because I hate almost everything she watches because she likes tragic shit. I'm just like, why do you want this in your life? It's fucking depressing. Like, why do you want this? Is life not sad enough? Are you good? Arlie says, my favorite talent is being able to zone in and out whenever I'm in a conversation I don't want to be in. Oh, it's funny, man. Home one is gold leader. Oh, okay, so we're not going in there at all. I misread that. Let's see, Jack Smith says, drawing mostly, but I'll definitely try Jordan's test. Sweet, yeah, it's not sorry, I misspoke. It's not Jordan Peterson's test. It is a test that judges how creative you are. He just recommended that, he recommended the people in the class take it because they may be surprised at how creative they actually are, or they may be surprised at how they think they're creative, but they're not. When people take the test, they're like, oh, because the part of that class when he was teaching on psychology is, a surprising revelation, if I understood the teaching properly and my own observations in this laboratory of humans that I've worked with over the decades, that I think his hypothesis or his observation and reporting, if I remember it correctly, I'd have to go back to the class, was that it was surprising how many people in the world are not actually creative, at least not the way that test measures creativity. It was really interesting. I was like, wow. And then I started to correlate things like, okay, is creativity associated with things like unconventionality? Is that also correlated with things like sense of humor? Because if these things, if you start to piece things together, you can start to say, I start thinking ahead to, okay, maybe we can end some of the conflicts that go on in society because we can make people more creative and thus less fearful, which is what I think creativity is the antidote to. It's one of the antidotes to fear that humans have figured out through the centuries of building shit, that when we're creating, we're not afraid of dying. because I think it's because we're building something of ourselves that will last and live on. Ooh, did that just go to 60 frames a second there for a hot second? Grenade. There you go. Ooh, he knocked me out of my move. Please take care of the mages first, y'all. Woof. Yeah, it felt like the frame rate got dope there for a second, or at least it seemed like it did. Jay says, I have some friends that are caught up in the street life, but amazing talents. Most people caught up in the street life are. You don't get caught up in the street life without being fucking creative and able to think critically on your feet. I have never met a stupid person who's into dirty shit. Yeah, they're never dumb. Never untalented people. They're just usually misdirected. You know, I actually, when I went into rehab for PTSD, I don't know if that's what you call it. That's what I call it. I don't think they called it rehab. I didn't know what else to call going to a place so that you don't choke people to death. Years ago, I was with a young dude who, you know, I won't go into his story because I'm not trying to tell his business, but when you see the life he's living, but then you talk to him, and I literally said to his face, I was like, dude, you were meant to be. You were, I literally, I looked him in his face. I won't say his ethnicity, but I said his ethnicity to his face. I said, you are literally the blank Elon Musk. Like, what the fuck are you doing running these streets? And the answer is because he didn't have other people around him to guide his fucking genius. Like, think if you found out Ryan was slinging dope. It's that type of shit. Like, why? You can literally build airplanes in your fucking garage. Why are you slinging dope? Well, because nobody showed him any other way. Yeah, I totally understand that, Jay. 100%, man. You said you bought a friend an easel and a paint and some brushes since he can draw. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Jay. Taking care of your boys. That's being a good brother right there, man. You know what? If Hitler would have had a friend like you, World War II probably wouldn't have happened. If somebody would have brought him some easels and some paints, like, hey, man, color it out. Draw it out, man. Get that energy about you with some drawing. He never would have invaded shit. Old lazy ass. You know, I'm joking, but yeah. Ryan says, oh no, B. Avasarala. I don't know what that is. Is that the name of the lady I'm talking about? Can take you wherever she wants to take you. Is that the lady? Let me look that name up. I don't know the woman by name. I've seen her act in things, and she was in 30 Rock too, and she's freaking gorgeous. I mean, she's probably old enough to be my mom. I don't give a damn. My wife and I are like, this lady is gorgeous. Yeah, that's her. No, that's the dude. This pulled up a dude when I looked up that name, Ryan. Who are you talking about? It's a dude. No, not this dude. I'm talking about a lady. I mean, not that the dude's not handsome, but he ain't got nothing on. Yeah, this is her. I see her picture now. Like, she's, yeah, in fact, she looks like my wife will. She looks like my wife will look probably in 30 years. So I may be a little biased with finding her attractive because she does have some features like my wife. Why didn't she have a damn Wikipedia page? Damn it. What is this? How does this fly ass lady slash, and she's a dope actor. Her voice acting is ill because I'm pretty sure she's been in a couple of video games that I've loved, if not Mass Effect too. I thought she was one of the voices in Mass Effect. she's fantastic at what she does. Yeah, okay, so she's even older than I thought she was. Damn. She is amazing looking, period, and then even more for how old she is. Wow. I did not know she was that old. She does not look anywhere near. Like, damn, she got 20 years on my mom. Dang near. Or, I guess, closer to 10, maybe? I don't know. Something like that. Anyway, a little side, a little side story there for, I don't know how to pronounce her. I'm going to look it up at some point so that I don't butcher that wonderful lady's name. Avasarala is how I would say it, but I don't know if that's how she pronounces it, so I don't want to mess that up. All right, what else are we talking about? So if the whole show had been about her, I wouldn't be on the stream right now. I'd be watching it with my wife. Like, let's watch The Expanse together so we could just watch the pretty old lady. Oh, man. Let's see. Garrett Jones says not to come from left field today, but he had to swallow the hard pill. What hard pill did you have to swallow, my brother? What's going on in your life? Want to talk about it? Oh, yeah, you just had to get your priorities in the right order. Had to accept the fact that the firefighter you were being was nowhere near what you should have been. Okay, so you figured out that you're not living up to your potential. You're trying to get it right. We've all been there, brother. My hope is that you've got brothers, sisters, and others around you that are helping you grow and help building you up as you get there. And if you don't have that, keep hanging around us. We'll help you. All right. We'll make another glass of tea on the break. Oh, she plays Avasarala. That's not her name. Okay, what is her actual name then? Damn it. Shore. Okay, so I think her name is Shore, right? Agdashio, the text Agdashlu? Is it Shore Agdashlu? Is that how you say her name? I'll figure it out. I'm sure I'm butchering it, but it's because of ignorance, not because I'm trying to be funny or disrespect the lady. I will definitely look it up so I can pronounce her name properly, because there should be a show dedicated to her at some point. Yeah, she was in Mass Effect. She's like 9 billion years old. Dude, she doesn't look it. Everything I've seen her in, she looks the same. The first thing I ever saw her in was actually an episode of 24 with Miko back when we were early married. When I came home from war, 24 was the big thing. And she was watching that show. And I watched a couple of episodes. I was like, oh, this is a soap opera. I'm not really going to fuck with this. But she was on it. And I was like, damn, that lady is first of all, she's an amazing actor because she demands attention. And then she's beautiful. On top of that, I was like, damn. You know, and to be the age she is and still look like that, I'd love to have some of her genes. Jay Cardoso says, were you a Dishonored fan? The video game. If so, I highly recommend Deathloop. No, I hate video games that make me do hide and seek. So like Metal Gear Solid pisses me off, even though I love Kojima. Freaking Metal Gear Solid drives me nuts. Dishonored felt like playing a less enjoyable Metal Gear. So I couldn't F with it. But I respected it for like what it is. I think it's good. If you enjoy that sneaky shit, I just don't. Like, just throw a grenade in the room and then we'll sort out the mess later. I'm not doing all this fucking sneaking around shit in a place where I have no intelligence about movement patterns or anything. It's like, dude, this is the dumbest shit ever. Like the end of this story is this guy dies in the first 7 minutes of this game. Like I can never suspend my disbelief when video games pull that shit. Like, dude, no. It's not how killing works. Get me out of here. right, we made it down here. Hey, lady, don't fall off that ledge now. Shorty Agdashlu. Okay. Sounds like I got it mostly right. But thank you for correcting me, Ryan. I always like to not butcher people's names because I think it's a way to show respect to the humans, so I always want to try to at least try to get it right. Jay says Deathloop changes that where you don't have to sneak. Yeah, it's like a repeating game where you repeat the same stuff. It's kind of like it struck me like a shooter, like if they mixed a multiplayer competitive shooter with a roguelike, and those are two genres I really hate. I hate roguelikes. Hate's too strong, but I really don't like them. And first-person shooters, unless they're Ghost Recon Wildlands, I don't like them usually. Unless it's Quake, Duke Nukem 3D, or Ghost Recon Wildlands, or Crysis 2. I think those are and Battlefield 3. I think those are the only shooters I really like. Alright, let's see what this next scene is. Hey! Turbo's got her kids back.
传闻说是一把黄金大剑，现在看起来却像是青铜剑，生锈了吗？
夫人说，她将轩辕剑的力量封印了，也许这才让它看起来普通吧。开弓！
小心！
Y'all didn't see this whole army of people flanking y'all to the left? Y'all missed that?
红姐姐，快走，不要管我！
不许动！你若念口诀，我便杀了他。这封印连我都无计可施，没想到你却解开了。你果然不是普通的猎户。你身上那一册竹简，就是13年前消失的天书吧？神器的封印，就是靠天书的力量解开的吗？
放了猴儿，不然
交出天书，否则把你们全杀了。你没资格跟我谈条件。一介凡夫俗子，手握天书不懂得善用，明珠蒙尘。若是交给我等用之造福苍生，才是大利。
大利。 为了大利，你就可以为所欲为了吗？你就可以杀死1200位同门师兄弟吗？
我所做的一切，都谨守墨者的本分，为所当为。我始终谨遵师父的教诲。
哦，太傅教你杀害同门了吗？太傅教你用机关术杀人了吗？
还不是因为那可笑的机关术禁令。 否则何须至此？是师父不懂，墨者本不该怯懦守城，而要迎时代巨浪，做乱世前锋。他就是迂腐过头，才为了那群不明事理的渔民白白送死。设大利，而主小利，令人痛心。
大利，小利。 难道对你而言，多年的同门之情，全都能以利弊算计吗？
若我做的一切在你心中便是如此不堪，那便无需多言了。留下天书，放你们一条生路。
子胥，快走，别把天书。
还不明白吗？杀了你们再取天书也是一样。 何必送死？
我明白了。
子胥，
退后，离开天书。
子胥，你在做什么？
天书虽好，于我却是无用。若是能保护重要的人，将天书让与他们，又有何妨？
Well said, brother.
你这傻子！
Uh-oh! Hell yeah! Bionic Commando went to China. About to kick ass now. I think. Right? Are we kicking ass or are we about to listen to people talk for another hour? At least these people are interesting to listen to. Yeah! All that! Yes!
放箭！
Where'd y'all get laser guns at? What?
天下地利。
This is a dope scene. Gotcha, girl. No worries. Kick ass 30. Hell yeah. This fool. Yeah, show it to him, lady.
红儿，红儿，
我来吧。
子胥，
红儿，你醒了。
太好了，红姐姐。
这是什么地方？安全了吗？
安全了。
那就好。你这个傻子，到底在做什么？
我这不是担心你吗？这才拿天书。
我去找找路。吉鹏大王也一起来。
本大王也要教训这个傻小子。
来。
不是说这个，我都给你使眼色了，你没看到吗？
啊？没有。
那你没发现我在拖时间吗？
大王，你去找找路好不好？
啊？那你呢？
我以为你是真心。
我累了，想休息下。
小丫头。
求你了。
哎，好吧。
气死我了！你这傻子！
疼。
Yeah, I love you too.
傻子。
Oh man.
你刚刚吃醋了？嗯？
没有。我也说不上来。见你们表现的熟人，就有些不是滋味吧。毕竟，墨皇与我有生死大仇。
生死大仇？是13年前的事情吗？
嗯。之前就和你说过，阿母在我眼前被李军所杀，那人就是墨皇。
若你要去复仇，我陪你。
All you story writers paying attention to this? Hope so.
我与墨皇过去虽是同门，但如今却是生死之仇。他甚至还说，上墨那东西碍事，灭了便灭了。若不杀他，何以告慰我上墨1200条冤魂？刚刚是为了给吉鹏大王争取时间，才假意与他多说了几句。
可刚刚
以后不许胡思乱想。
好。
还有，以后别那么傻。
Yeah, listen to your lady, homie. She's smart.
你天书在手，若是要走，谁能拦得住？叫你走就走，就算拿我要挟，你也不许以身犯险，知道吗？
不好。
算了，随你。
吉鹏大王找到出路了。
多亏了大王，走吧。
好。奇怪，
香儿，
难道轴承又坏了？奇怪，没有啊。
莫不是刚刚跳崖的时候摔着了？
我没事，转一转，扭一扭就可以动了吧？瞧。
修得好吗？
我检查一下。
那个，虽然现在是机关的身体，但总觉得有些不好意思。阿兄和吉鹏大王可以先回避一下吗？
哦，好。
正好，小鬼跟我来，看个有趣的东西。
Old low-budget game from Taiwan telling better stories than these AAA games.
小丫头。
It shouldn't surprise me at this point.
红姐姐帮你检查机关呢，别淘气，快撤了借物代行的法术吧。奇怪，真的没有什么损坏啊。
我真的没事啊，刚刚就说了。
没事啊。那就是有事喽。你说吧。
大王，要我看什么？
到了就知道。
好。
All right, looks like we're back to the game part. Yeah, missed upper. What?
对了，我还以为大王会先一步回莫浪河去的。
This game's beautiful too, man. Like the locales. It's very linear, but I don't mind linear at this stage. Hey, does that kill him? I thought so. Oh, man. Let's see. Jay Cardoso says, silly question. But on this journey of life, trying to understand yourself, how long did it take you to realize who you are? I think the day... I don't think that's a silly question at all. I think that's the question. My more humorous answer would be, I'll let you know when I figure it out. Because, you know, this journey and life itself is really a journey of discovery. And I think that discovery includes the self. And yes, we were born genetically predisposed to having certain tendencies that we call psychology or personality. But the essence, the spirit that makes you you, I think the day I really figured, like, because I've studied all the psychology behind my genetics and my weird personality type. Like, if I showed you my personality readout, you'd be like, oh, that is kind of strange, right? Not that I'm terribly unique, but I'm kind of weird compared to most of the people that at least that I've tested and looked at. But what I would tell you is the day I really figured it out was the day I figured out that you don't really find yourself. You decide to create yourself. Right? When I figured out, and that comes through, like, I don't think that would happen to somebody who's 19. Because you wouldn't, like, you could certainly take the personality test, even though I'd argue for a man, if you're under 25, there's still some, obviously, there's biology still happening. But let's say you're over 25, but even then it's, at 25, does the average person have enough? I may have studied all the psychology, know my personality type, know my tendencies, but do I have enough life experience to know what my true core values are as a human being? And understanding our values oftentimes doesn't come just from, you know, self-reflection. It comes from experience that leads to self-reflection. So a lot of you discovering you is really about you going out and having an adventure in life. And that adventure is going to tell you a lot about yourself. Football taught me a lot about myself. Football taught me that I'm not actually a pussy. Because that's what I grew up thinking I was. I was smaller than everybody. I was younger than everybody. I was chubbier than everybody. I was weaker than everybody. I could only bench the bar when I started. I wasn't like the other dudes. I mean, I went to high school with dudes that by the time we were both 14, there were dudes that looked like grown men. And I still looked like a 11-year-old. And so I got beat up a lot for a lot of different reasons. For being different. I got beat up for being too black. I got beat up and sometimes for not being fucking black enough. Like, yeah, stressful out there, right? But what happens through all of those life experiences is you start to realize what makes me me are these experiences. It's, I look back and my experience with football taught me, you know, I'm sitting there crying because I'm so out of shape and I'm so beat down and tired. And by the way, I did my first day of practice with, you know, non-contagious strep throat. I was past the point of contagion, but I still had the shit fucking my body up. I was in physical fucking agony, crying, trying to run sprints. And one of my brothers just leans to me and says, hey man, I see you struggling. Just remember, you are stronger than you think you are. Don't think about it. Put a song in your head that you really like and just keep fucking running. And don't think about the pain. Just think about the song. And I immediately started singing I Feel Good by James Brown. And I got through the sprints with tears in my eyes. And I learned that day, and then the next day, the next week when they started teaching me how to tackle. And I was 154 pounds, maybe, soaking wet, hitting guys that were my size now. And I had to learn. Those motherfuckers didn't take it easy on me. They beat the living shit out of me. And then I got really good at hitting. Like, I learned through these hard experiences, like, I'm actually not a pussy. Okay. Then I went and became a soldier and realized, oh, I have a ton of fucking insecurities that make me bad at this. And then I had people help me train out of those insecurities and teach me. How did I learn how to have confidence? By being around people that taught me how to be competent and were willing to work with me when I didn't understand things. And to work me past my flaws and my insecurities and my entitlements and my bitchiness and my tendency to be weak-minded at times. They were willing to work with me in those states until they could get me to a place where I wasn't that. But the answer to your question is go out and live, man. And the adventure will tell you everything you need to know about you. Don't try to find yourself as this entity that has a definite beginning and a definite end. You're eternal. And you're complicated. Just decide, based on the experience you have right now today, who do you want to be tomorrow? And work on that guy. That's way more effective than spending the rest of your life being confused about who you are. It's a way. I'm not saying it's the way. I'm not even saying that'll work for you. I just throw it at you as a perspective. Hope it helps.
对了，我还以为大王会先一步回莫浪河去的，怎么又回来了？
我怎么可能先回去？
Great question, by the way. More of that, please.
要我好好照顾你们的。你们要是有个什么三长两短，我要怎么跟大小姐交代？
多谢大王了。刚刚若不是大王出手，我们可能真的要交代在这儿了。
Ah, that is the problema. I got the wrong mixture.
要不是你太笨，也不必搞得这么惊险。
Alright, so I don't have the sexy kind.
轩辕剑
But I
可以顺
bet you I can find the sexy kind if I'm willing to get into the menus. Right? Hmm. That's what I want. Exactly. Okay, so I can only get 2 of those. Soul of the Starved. Wait a minute. No, that's gradually. That doesn't help me. Where's the good one at? Is it that I don't have enough gangster yet to get it? Do I need to level up? Well, at least it lets me know I'm in the right place. So let's go ahead and level this place up. Right? It was this one? No, it was this one, right? Yeah, this one. Alright, so does that mean the fusion lab is maxed out then? Are we good there? Yep. Okay, so it looks like level 3 is the tap out for these 2. And then these go higher, right? Yeah. Yep. Okay. So let's come back to the fusion lab and see if I've got recipes that allow me to make better healing potions. Answer is not there, I don't. Let's see if Ice Froggy Frog got something for me. And in the meantime, let's also make some new weapons, shan't we? Ooh. Need to get some more bronze, but is bronze taken away from... Yeah, there we go. Alright, cool. Let's go see Ice Froggy Frog right quick.
是我心急了。
Nope, he doesn't have it either. Ah, that's what I missed. That's what I missed. Okay. That's the recipe, right? Yes, that's the one we want. Holla. Yes, please. All of that. Booyah. Now, when I go to my workshop, which I can just access from my menu, thank you, Jesus, for whoever didn't make me have to return to town to do this. Scooby-Doo, Fusion Lab. Talk to me, Goose. Herbal elixir, that's it. Yes. Oh, I can only make 2 of them? Dagger. Ooh, that is grossly inefficient to do it this way, but... like, let me make 20 of them, or whatever. Or maybe because I only had 2 in the inventory, that's all it's going to give me. And then, yeah. So we need some... Soul of Grim Warden and Soul of the Star, which I think Ice Froggy Frog sells, right? Doesn't he sell souls here? Soul of the Gangsters and Soul of the Titties, or whatever they're called. Come on, man, sell some souls up in here. Don't you want to? No? Alright. I guess you don't. I had to do some more killing. But at least now I've got... Wait a minute. Where are my daggum... Yes. Set his potion. Thank you, Johnny. Alright, now that I have... So, the healing that I was using was only restoring me gradually. Now I've got healing that can... I was like, why am I getting my ass beat so bad in this fight? It's because you're not healing. Not fast enough. So, cool. Still kicking ass all night, though. They don't know me. They see the way I kick ass and they like, yo, B, love the way you kick ass, baby. I know. Alright, so we came up this way. I thought I broke left. I did, but where did Birdface go? Alright, Birdface. There you are. Kaz says, listening to game streams while doing taxes. Dang it, Kaz, you reminded me I got to do tax stuff this week. Ugh. Oh, well. Thanks, Kaz. Thankfully, I have an operations director who makes my life incredibly easy when it comes to that stuff. And all I have to do is tell them, here's numbers, please turn it into something. And then they give it to the accountant, and then they do something, and then I get to go back to whatever it is I do. Tristan says, continuing with the analogy of Bob, I'd say now I'm at the point where I'd stopped running and getting ready to run in the right direction. This group is helping a lot with that. Awesome. I love it. Jay says, for me, I felt like I knew who I wanted to be, but I was an outlier with the way I thought, so I wouldn't act on myself. Finally realized that I was maybe being insecure, so I've been consistently working on my mental, physical, and spiritual self. Reading, eating. Yeah, exercise is a huge one, especially, like I tell men all the time, lift weights, because you're going to get stronger, but you're also going to see physical changes to your body, which is where your confidence comes from. Like the physical evidence that your body changes is physical evidence of competence, and confidence is always the reason why people find like professional athletes and super successful people. The reason why we come across as cocky sometimes, I'll put myself in that category because I get labeled as such, is because like cockiness is not the same as arrogance. Cockiness is, I've done this 6 million times. Like literally, there's nothing you can throw at Tom Brady that's gonna be like, oh man, I haven't seen that before. You know what I mean? When you in whatever your specific skill is. Like, so when people come to me with life and business challenges, dude, nobody has come to me with a worse problem than, hey boss, a bunch of us are probably going to be dead after this next mission. What do you want to do? Like, none of you are going to hit me with anything that hard. I've already had the hardest thing I had to solve happen 20 years ago or whenever that was. Like, so it's one of those things where we can appear arrogant, and I'll admit I can be very cocky, but that cockiness comes from competence. It's, I've done this so many effing times, you're not going to get me off my game. You know, or at least 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, I'm winning this fight type of thing, right? Some of that bravado is also with, like, if you're competitive with people who love to talk a lot of shit, that a lot of times they're doing that for themselves. Like, they're fucking with you psychologically, but they're also talking themselves up because they need that. They need to hear, I'm bad, I'm a kick ass. It gets them in the right frame of mind. But yeah, like, literally just lifting weights and seeing your body change is a huge boon to confidence. Because it's a physical representation of the thing that confidence comes from, which is competence. And there you go. And that's just one way. I wouldn't say, hey, go lift weights, and then you're now confident you won. Like, there's other stuff you're probably going to need to do. You know, read a couple of books. Meditate, you know, do some yoga. Run a lap. You know, or if you're not a weightlifter, marathon running, whatever your physical activity is that gets you right. Doesn't have to be lifting weights.
这里是人为修建的。
Yeah, like everybody that's looking for more confidence, just go get more competence. And pretty soon you'll be the dude talking shit. Because you'll be like, I've done this 6 minutes. Like, literally nobody has ever hit me with, at this point, with a problem where I'm like, oh my god, I've never heard that before. Like, heard all the problems. But it's not because, you know, it's not bragging on myself. It's just literally it's experience. It's once you've done it a million times, you got it. Okay, we can both do this. Come on with it. Put the bear on your ass. Now what, ho? Block that. Oh, yeah, block it, ho. Turbo says that's what happened with robotics coaching. More competence than more confidence. Amen. Ethan W says, I'm excited to say I'm running my first full marathon in June. Have you ever liked running, B? Abso-effing-lutely not. I hate running with all my soul. I don't know how I survived the military, because that's all those bastards like to do. I'm a weightlifter and a football player. Not a runner, bro, but I am proud of you for running your first damn marathon. That's gangster shit. Yeah, like I vowed when I left the military, I will never run a distance longer than 2 miles ever again in my life. Unless I'm being chased by something that wants me dead. And even then, I'm probably just going to shoot whatever's chasing me so I don't have to run. But that's awesome, man. Where are you doing your marathon at? And are you doing the full marathon, half marathon? Tell us about it, Ethan. We're excited for you. Maybe some people from the show can come cheer you on, depending on where you're running it at. Jay says, Will Smith had a quote about running and reading. Yes, he did. The reading aspect was millions of people lived before us. There's no problem we can. Yeah, exactly right. In fact, that's one of the pillars in one of my coaching classes. I actually talk about that exact quote from Will Smith. Believe it or not. It's a good one. It's a very good one. Yeah, I love Ethan's question. He says, have you ever liked running, B? Hell fucking no. Well, I like running when it's fast and over quickly. Yes, I'm great at sprinting. I love a good sprint. But asking me to run more than about 100 meters is, you might as well spit in my mouth. Like, no. No, thank ye. Yeah, I like to run fast and hit things hard. That's about all I'm good at when it comes to that stuff. Man, some of the locales in this game are fantastic, man. They picked a lot of good settings. Ethan says, yeah, I'm doing the 26 up in Duluth, Minnesota. It's called Grandma's I love that. Slam your grandma. That's one of our staples here on the show. Slam your grandma. That's awesome, man. It's called Grandma's Marathon. Sweet. Anybody up in Duluth, Minnesota? I know one of our regulars here is in Minnesota, but I don't know how close to that she is. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, she's in Minnesota. I have a friend from Dakota and Minnesota, and friends from Minnesota, so sometimes I get that convoluted. But yeah, awesome, man. What's up, T.I.? Good to see you, man. Tristan says, I did a 1/8 marathon once. That was more than enough for me. I didn't know you... Can you divide 26 by 8? How does that even work? Or I guess, were you doing kilometers, maybe? Jay Doso says, side note for those that were a Fresh Prince fan. Have y'all seen the trailer for the reboot? Oh, no, I have not. There's a reboot? I really don't know how you'd reboot that show. I imagine it's not the same actors. I don't know. I know nothing about it. I'll have to look it up.
大王，所谓黑火究竟是什么东西？它既造成破坏，又会带来妖魔。
小鬼只要知道，它聚合起来可以毁了整个轩辕界就好。曾经，本大王目睹黑火化作一头黑火龙，整个神州大陆为之动摇。是本大王带着2个小奴仆才化解了这场危机。啊，说来也是100多年前的事情了。
香儿不会有事吧？
别紧张，大小姐那儿自有办法。
I could do without every scene of that bird talking. They could have left all of that out of the game. Or gotten a different style of voice acting. I'm sure the voice actor is great, but the way they're asking that person to act, like, come on, bro. Let's kill the bird. Does the bird die as part of the plot? Let's hurry up and get to that part. I don't know what we're walking into, but it looks like it's going to be cool down there.
大人，收元气取出的元灵一样送往瑶山吗？
不，全部送到昆阳去。
大人，之前墨皇将军不是说元灵一律送往瑶山？若是送往昆阳，那天火炮……
师兄他找到了上古神器轩辕剑，用来为天火炮注入能量，绰绰有余。此战平定绿林贼党之后，师兄许诺的太平治世便不远了。这些元灵省下来，送往昆阳战场。
是。
去吧。
去吧。
收元气，似乎正是枫林村设置的机关，看来是为了量产武器而做。不过，这儿的规模大上许多。吉鹏大王，你说……哎，吉鹏大王。
Dude, always goofing off. It looks really interesting down there. I'd like to check it out. Yes.
吉鹏大王，
小鬼，好机会！
啊！
本大王帮你把门锁上，你去解决那个婆娘，把园林武器抢过来。
我回去叫红儿和香儿过来。
蠢呐！你往返一趟就来不及了。
等等，这是异地山的黑雾大妖。大王说的对，还是我来吧。
All right, looks like it's kick-ass 30.
机不可失，快点动手！本大王在此。
哟，是个小伙子呢。
Uh-oh. Hey, well that's weird.
来呀！
无耻，宰了你们！休要！
Ooh, nice one. Damn. Whew, that move is unpleasant. Bum, 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 bum. Just waiting for that to recharge and then we'll get back into the fray. This game's fun, man. It's way better than I thought it would be. I guess I didn't think it would be bad, but it's even better than I had anticipado. Come on, baby, let's get some love in here together. Alright, slide out, slide out, slide them out, slide them out. Slide them out, baby, slide them out, Jesus. Oh, cheap shot. Hook a hoe. Damn. Alright, she can get through walls. Show you enough. Or show you right, rather. Ooh, all her defense is back. Scheisse. Damn it, man. Come on. Give me that. Oh, I can't switch either? Okay. Alright, alright. Cannot switch while I'm here. Una trata bien, pero nunca. Oh, shit. I'm talking too much shit. Got too comfy. Alright, alright. Keep playing with me. Keep playing. Damn, what is her range with that move? Damn! Oh, can I get another one? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Well, I'm gone. Well, I'm gone. You keep doing that if you want. I'm over here, ho. Come get some. Come on, ho. Get this loving you need now. Wish I had a projectile weapon. I'd be lighting her ass up. What? Okay, I guess she can see through walls now. Is that what's happening on these streets? Oh, bitch! Oh, asshole. Uh-huh. All that. All that. Now what? I ain't giving up the attack. I got the advantage now. All right.
李军驻扎于此，肯定有什么理由。
Oh god, the damn bird has to talk to. I mean, I appreciate him for the comic relief, but he ain't that much comedy. Wait, am I not allowed to go in here? Wait, well, you're not gonna let me go in the cool looking thing and make part of the story me going in there, and then Jesus comes down with Moses and LeBron James, and we figure out how to save the world together. Ah.
射天火炮于瑶山，我亲自坐镇。各路贼人若负昆阳，一举歼之。园林武器备妥后，速送瑶山折冲营。我已向朝中求援，调40万大军来此，截击贼党。近日贼人横行，师妹行事务必小心。
阿兄别紧张，是我们。
左右等不到你们， 我们就自己过来了。
你们没遇到李军吗？
顺手解决了。
I like this lady.
好多园林武器。
They ran into
这是好
us.
机会我们可以将计
Hell
就计。
yeah.
怎么说？
李军计划把这些园林武器送到瑶山的折冲营，估计墨皇会在那儿，带着轩辕剑为天火炮注入能量。我们伪装成护送园林武器的李军，就能潜入折冲营。如此，便能找到墨皇，夺回轩辕剑，也能试试摧毁天火炮。
可我们都被李军通缉了，要怎么瞒过搜查？
这事可以请文书帮忙。我们躲在马车里头，让绿林军的士兵伪装成李军。
小鬼此计甚妙，正是本大王刚刚想说的。
李军本是精锐部队，人数不多，或许没那么容易混入。不过，只要能靠近折冲营一些，就有机会。
对，能够绕过王莽的40万大军就行了。
等等，40万，
可以一试，毕竟眼下也没有更好的方法了。
有阿兄和红姐姐在，我是不会怕的。
本大王身经百战，自然是不会担心。
既然大王不担心，那就这么办。
我们还得仰赖大王的才智，要是大王不愿，那就……
晓得了，本大王就来见识小鬼的计谋有没有用。再怎么说，轩辕剑还没拿回来呢，可不能放过那家伙。先离开这儿吧，湿气闷得本大王浑身不舒服，毛都塌了。
Alright. Where's my save point at B?
你们刚刚聊了什么吗？
I got my team back. My team hard, making me lean hard.
你们刚刚聊了什么呀？
My team hard, making them lean hard. Add water. Add soda. Turn the product into rock. What up, homies? Up, yeah. Where's the dog at? Let's go out there like a bunch of crazed dogs and have some fun, baby. Open up the treasure chest to find the items you need to craft the sword of the Shalagar. And then your journey to become a Shambornian will be complete. I'm waiting for my trophy to pop from breaking all them statues. I know I found them all. Don't try to tell me I didn't, hoes. I know there's a trophy for it. I can feel it in my bones. I done played a couple of these games. Took too much air in and now I got a cough. Oh, man. Too much oxygen is poisonous, guys. Be careful. Alright, rest it up. Break time. Gotta go check on the missus.
看着你们这群小毛头，便想起多毛国的子民们。也是好一阵子没回去了。
大王的多毛国是在中原还是在别处呢？
本大王像是愿意屈就中原之辈吗？多毛国可是位在云中界，你们便当做另一个天书世界好了。 在那儿，只要凭借想象，
Dreams
就
become
能创造
reality.
理想中的国度。
Jipang.
所以那是大王的幻想国，是假的。
每个多毛民都是货真价实，以本大王的心智塑造，听话又聪慧。多毛国四海升平，皆无战乱，多毛民们安居乐业。如今想来，还是不得不佩服自己，把一个国度治理得如此繁荣。你们为何不回话？被本大王的世界吓傻了？
那多毛民长得可以与大王相似？
自然是了，而且他们可都相当崇拜本大王。
有些难以想象啊。
一整个国家的吉朋大王，唉。大王，哪天也带我们回去见识见识吧。
行，找到大小姐后，本大王带你们一块儿回去，给你们开开眼界。
Oh crap! I didn't mean to do that. All good. All right, break time, gang. We'll be back in a couple, and we'll be definitely keeping an eye on the time because I know it's getting late, and I don't want to keep everybody here too late. Gonna go check on the missus, and we'll be back here in just a few moments. Let's go ahead and back out of that screen there. Definitely swing by the swag shop if you haven't in a while. We've added some new stuff that you may like, and if you hate it, like I always say, buy it and send it to someone you hate. Back in a few. Alright, alright, alright. We're here and winning. Trying to write lyrics to this song on the fly. It's harder than it sounds, believe it or not. Yes. The Lord is with ye. And also with ye. Alright. Oh, I wanted to look up something before we jump back into the fray here. God, when are creators gonna figure out? I feel bad for video creators that make video walkthroughs. Because it's like, video walkthroughs should be for things that you need to show somebody. Like for people who are pressed for time, they do not want to watch your damn video. Write the shit down. Feel bad for the guy who made all these videos that I'm never gonna watch because I don't have time. Where's the written version? That's what we seek. Okay, I guess this is not a supremely popular game, so finding a walkthrough for it is not always easy with games like these. I mean, even game facts, just give me a list of the chapters. That's all I'm looking for. Here we go. Oh, for crying out loud, really? Oh, okay. Well, this is definitely a clue, I guess. Oh, wow. They put their studio in the game? That's a nice little hidden trophy. Cool. So, it would appear we have... I was basically trying to look up how much of this game we have left, because I want to be mindful. I was thinking... I was somewhat scared tonight, like, you know what? This game may just end 30 minutes into the show, because I'm not sure where we are in the story. But it looks like we have... We're on... let's see, Return to Xuan, which is escape. So we're on the escape mission, which is the last of the 3 final missions. And it looks like the final mission may even be not like combat. It looks like we're straight up on the second to last final jump off attack mission of the game. So we probably only have one more stream of this game left before it's all said and done, which is cool. I've enjoyed this game quite a bit. Hopefully you all have as well, for the time that we've spent watching it and playing it. What's everybody talking about in the comment section while I was gone? Boom, boom, boom. I almost don't want to get too far because I don't want the next sequence to kick off. Okay, this is going back where I came from. Can we get in that part of the water? Yeah. Right, nothing behind the waterfall. Oh wow, they respawn. Excellent. I forgot the enemies respawn in this game. Nice. I think it's like Dark Souls. When you hit the save point, they come back to their scheduled locations. Hey, this dude been standing here this whole time and y'all didn't take care of him? Oh, I guess they were killing the big giant dog guy, so can't be terribly upset about that. Wait, am I bleeding right now? Yes, actually. I didn't know that was a thing that could happen to you. Think we get a cutscene here? No. But we do get people upset trying to fight. There we go. Now, when we gang up on people, we kick all kind of ass, don't we? Nice. Good killing. Oh, snap. Can you jump off the waterfall? That would be cool. Give me that. By all means, keep blocking. The game has gotten markedly more difficult, though. I will give it that. Beginning of the game was super easy. That boss fight I had to do 3 times. That was the first time I'd ever lost, or I think the second time I'd ever lost on a boss fight. And it's like, all right, game's stepping up the difficulty now. I see you. I see you trying to get hide over here. What are you guys, ladies and others, doing for the Super Bowl, if anything? Anybody here planning to watch? Okay, I'm still missing. Alright, got it. Wait a minute. I need Soul of the what now? Stand by one. Soul, Grim Warden, and Starved. Okay, so I haven't learned whatever that soul is yet. Alright. Kind of late in the game to be not having learned that. I probably missed something along the way. All good.
一旦事成，不仅能强化绿林军的武装，亦能借用他们的兵马作为掩护。如此，也算是墨子所言交相利的行为吧。
子旭说起这话，倒有点墨者的模样。
多亏红儿一路相绍，我如今姑且也算是墨学小成了呢。
See, Kaz says, I don't even know when the Super Bowl is or who's playing in it. I guess it's sometime soon. Yeah. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Your 80-plus-year-old neighbor loves football. You might watch it with her. Sweet. I bet she'd appreciate that. Having some company. Turbo says, I just want to say, the main character one arm pulls himself up a wall. The NPC team never gets help up, just magically is there. Yeah, pretty much. Welcome to video game logic. Ethan says, I'm watching the Super Bowl with my grandfather. He lost 100% of his vision 100% of his vision a few years before you were born. So he listens on the radio. How cool is that? That you guys are going to hang out like that. Freaking A right, man. Good on you, Ethan. I think radio broadcasts are more fun to listen to than the television broadcasters most of the time anyway, because radio guys get paid to sound good, not to look good. Yeah, I love radio commentary for sports. It's often better than what's on TV. Awesome, dude. Enjoy that. Let's see. Suba says, my brother is probably going to invite me over to watch it at his place. I don't watch football. I watch him watch football. His rage is hilarious. Oh, God. I always love nerds that posture themselves against football. I don't watch the football. I watch the peasants watch it. I can't be bothered to watch your peasant idiocy. It's like, we got it, nerds. You're fucking smart. And football wasn't part of your curriculum. Understood. Me and the jocks will go back to our corner. Sorry I asked. Know your audience, Brian. But you're going to watch it at your bro's house? That's dope. Yeah, the rage is hilarious. I mean, is a team that he cares about playing? Like, does he rage no matter who's playing? Like, is that how it works? Ethan says, the funny thing is, the radio is 7 seconds ahead of TV, which is the average length of a football. Yeah, it is indeed the average length of a football play. Ethan knows his football. Well, we got somebody else here that knows football. For Christ's sake, can we get Ethan a fucking medal and a t-shirt? Jesus, I've been talking to these nerds for 15 years, Ethan, and nobody could talk football with me. God, where have you been? Have you been lurking this whole time, Ethan, or are you new? More Ethan, please. God bless Ethan. Jesus, where I've needed backup for 10 years with all these nerds. Oh, I get it. I don't watch sports either, but Jesus Christ, like, turn one on every once in a while. Yeah, we need more Ethan here. Not only is he consuming the Super Bowl, he's gonna do it audibly. That's some gangster shit. Now, admittedly, the Super Bowl is the only game I watch every year. I just watch the highlights. I don't usually want to sit for 2 hours and be bored and then be angry every time the commercials come on, because I do. I actually get PTSD levels of rage when commercials come on because they're wasting my lifetime. Like, I only get so much time to live. Shut this fucking commercial off and get away from me. I'm new and I'm from Nebraska. Well, Ethan, we need more people from Nebraska on this show. All these freaking elitist East Coast fucking nerds and West Coast nerds. They're killing us, Ethan. The nerds are ruining everything. The journalists already ruined video games, and now they're starting to ruin sports. Help us, man. We got to band together, Ethan. It's me and you against everybody else. At least as it relates to football. Everyone else here is cool for everything else except the 8 seconds I want to spend talking about sports, and then it's 47 jokes about how they're all better than sports. So it's like, all right, I guess I'll go back to being an idiot. Kaz says, I sometimes watch, but I just haven't been paying attention this year. Yeah, you and I are the same, Kaz. I tease you guys about not watching sports, but I don't watch that shit either. I don't care enough. I love highlights because I get to watch the best parts of it, and then it's over, and there's no commercials. It's like this. I don't know why they don't film sports. I've been saying, and I'm on the record as saying this, like, basketball should just be the last 4 minutes of the fourth quarter. If it was just that, I'd watch basketball every day. But the fact that it's an hour and a half long, it's like, well, they're all going to score a lot of points. Why don't we just come back to the last 4 minutes where they're both trying to kill each other to see which one gets to win? In football, there's often enough disparity where it's at least interesting to watch for an extended period of time. But in basketball, it's just like, I got it. They're both going to score like 100 times. Just call me when they're done scoring. I've never understood why basketball became popular to watch on television. Maybe live, but it is not a fun sport to watch on TV to me. The back and forth of it, it's like, dude, this basketball should be 8 minutes long. Why is it taking so long to do this shit? Get us out of here. Oh, man. Turbo says, I know the game. I even played flag football. Well, can you help out the men here who aren't manly enough to have played Turbo's more manly than all of you. That's what she just said. Turbo is more manly than all the men here. Except Ethan. Because Ethan appears to be a real man. Turbo, what I'm trying to say is you're a real man. Thanks for being here. Oh, man. Whatever a real man is for that joke. Suba says, I think he rages over stupid plays, calls in general, but it's more fun when his pain is... Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, who's screaming at the screen when they don't give a shit who's playing? Yeah. Oh, God. I mean, the fun of the game is to get excited, for sure. I'll holler. You'd probably laugh at me watching it, too. But it's like, for me, it's just the fun of it. Like, at the end of it, if my team lost, it's like, all right, let's go hang out with our kids. We have a great life. We have a home, a beautiful wife and kids. Nobody's missing any meals. Bills are paid. Everybody's good. I don't need to be angry about this. We got a great life. Oh, God. Molly says, stop by to say hi. What up, Molly? Kaz says, I'm a Colorado nerd. Well, that explains why you don't like football. That makes sense. If I lived in Colorado, I'd say fuck football too. It's beautiful out there. Gorgeous. Molly says, I'm an NYC nerd who needs to get out of NYC. Yeah, get out of there. Run. Oh, God. Lisa says, I'm in Central Valley. Nerd. In the mountains. Ryan says, I did a thing that's not really considered a sport, but I'm trying to seem athletic in the comments. It's not how he wrote it, but that's how I'm going to read it. Like, we all ran track, Ryan. Not really a sport. Get out of here. Like, when the sport is you against you, it's like golf. Fine. If you want it to be a sport, fine. I ran track, too. Nobody cared. I set records running track where I'm from. In fact, if you look up the county that way, I probably still hold the record for the long jump there. And nobody cares. See, I made the paper that day for setting the record for the long jump. Oh, man. Ethan says, football is the ultimate sport for building toughness and trust from your teammates. Yeah, it's the ultimate team sport. Out of all the sports I've played, football more relies on your teammate. It more relies on everybody not screwing up than any other sport that I've played. Like, you can have mistakes that you can like a mistake on the football field, you can improv out of it, but if it's egregious, you're gonna pay for it. You know, like Jimmy Garoppolo in the game he almost lost in the playoffs before the one he did lose when he made like a little league mistake that's just like, I don't know how he wasn't pulled out of the game after that shit. But yeah, football is the ultimate team sport. That's why I love it so much, because it's a sport that you can't do alone. It is a sport that will murder loners. You have to depend on your team to be good at it. And I think that's a great metaphor for life. It's like I've helped a lot of people in the world where their biggest problem is they're trying to do everything alone because they're usually insecure socially and are used to people not liking them. So it's like, no, we got to get you out of that. We got to grow you out of that so you can build things with other people. Molly says, hey, Bryant. Oh, yes. Turbo did shot put again. Ryan's up here talking about hurdles, and Turbo's like, fuck hurdles, I'm doing shot put. I just think Turbo's more of a man than most of the guys here, is what these comments are telling me. I think the way we're looking at gender might be off. Ooh, Turbo did fencing. So did Ryan. He did fencing, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ryan. Didn't you do the fencing? Suba says, by the way, B, my hidden talent or curse in this case, your team never wins, partly why I don't follow sport. Wait, so your hidden talent is that a team that you root for never wins? Who's your team, by the way? Is it Philly? Because they win sometimes. Turbo Bold played softball. Ooh, marching band is gangster as shit. People be making fun of the band kids. I'm like, you go out there and hold a fucking trombone for an hour and a half like this. Tell me how you like it, Mr. The band people are soft. Like, yeah, they're dressed like Captain Crunch, but that's not their fault. Like, that's an idiot from fucking Great Britain that made that dumb shit up. Like, we'll get better uniforms, but they're still not weaklings just because they look silly. Ryan says, laughing my ass off, B, I ran relays. Everyone has to be on point or everyone lasts. Yeah, very much. Very much. Relays come down to everybody being in sync. That's a good call. Ooh, Molly says, any swimmers here? There you go. You swam. Nice. Any swimmers here? Anybody on the swim team? That'd be a cool sport if there's, because I know we got fencers here, we got track, and you know, I'm just, when I'm shitting on y'all sports guys, it's all in, I mean, I don't have to tell the people here this, but anybody watching that doesn't know how we do things, we're totally joking. You know, if you play golf, I think you're a fucking gladiator, because I think it's I think it is the hardest sport to play, because it's all you, like, it just the opposite of football, but good in a different way. It's like golf is all you. Anything goes wrong, it's something you're doing mechanically. And so it's really a sport about mastering self. And I think golf is a lot like martial arts in that way. I've always loved being with people that are good at golf who will show me how to play, because it's a sport where you can feel yourself getting better at it. And you guys know I love these role-playing games because they let me level up. And I love leveling up. That's a fun thing to do. But same thing in the game, like playing golf. If you're with somebody who's smart and patient, like I was with Patrick and his dad, were the ones that kind of showed me the ropes, or were taking me out to kind of try it, and it was just great because, you know, Pat's dad with me was a really patient, like, okay, no, don't do that. And at one point he's like, listen, you're not using the driver anymore today. You're not ready. Take this club. This is the only club you're allowed to use from now on. But he was right. Like, him just giving me the one iron that I was using, it forced me to just get good with that club and to get my swing down. And I had a swing on a 2-par hole that was magic. Like, I just pounced that joint. I missed it because you had to shoot it over a lake, basically, or over this giant reservoir. And I hit it like with everything I had, and it was this beautiful shot. It came up a little bit short, so I still either went in the water hazard or was like in the rough. But it felt so good. You felt the connection with the ball, and then just watching your work, like, fuck, I went through 13 holes to get to that. Like that, but it felt great. Whereas, you know, I've noticed people who are halfway decent at golf, they hate it because they're frustrated all the time because they're messing up. I'm like, I love it because to me, it's all growth. I know I suck, so I don't have any expectations that I'll be good. You know, so track, golf, all that stuff's cool. So for the newcomers, if you see us teasing each other, it's all in love, man. We're all friends here. Let's see, Suba says, I used to follow the New Jersey Devils. Okay, say no more. Say no more. I've seen the Canes win, yeah, against the Devils. Well said. That's a good story, Suba. I hope you put that into your show at some point if you haven't already. It's a good one. Lisa says, I never liked running, but tetherball. Now that's a one-man sport. You can receive head trauma and broken teeth. My kids love tetherball. Ryan says fencing wasn't bad money-wise. You think you spent more on track shoes than fencing gear? Yeah, that's probably right. Especially if you're running on tracks where you need the spike shoes. That stuff can get expensive, man. Turbo says archery does count. Yeah, archery. Whoo, archery will beat your ass. It's good shoulder, arm, and back workout. I do the same place we do tetherball with the kids. I get to do archery every year up in Wisconsin. It's freaking awesome. I wish I was better at it, but it's fun nonetheless. Suba took Kenpo karate as a kid, Kenpo as a young adult, and you're looking for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu now. Gotcha. Cool, man. Molly says, swimming is so awesome. I love how it helped my balance in my day-to-day life. Yeah, swimming is great for getting in shape, too. Suba says, I tried a bunch of sports, actually, but only really connected on martial arts. I can dig that. Lisa says, let me hit things really hard and shoot arrows. I didn't like the swim team. That's funny. Oh, good point, Molly. I never thought about it like that. Be water, like Bruce Lee says. Cool. Suba was decent at golf, but never practiced or did tournaments. Nice, man. Molly says, it's such a good feeling breathing deep after a training session. Nice. Ryan says, I passed drown proofing at the Coast Guard Academy. Just couldn't get across the pool in less than a galactic standard year. Oh, drown proofing. That's such a fun day at training. They blindfold you with a weapon and throw you off a 30-foot high dive and say, figure that shit out. And then they always push you 0.09 seconds later than you think it's coming. It's like, oh, so it always catches you off guard. Oh, good old drown. I almost damn drowned the first when I was training to do drown proof, and I almost drowned because for some stupid reason when I jumped in there with my rifle, I thought, oh, I'll start floating at some point. And the next thing I knew, I was holding my rifle and standing on the bottom of the pool. It was like, oh shit, that's way up there, and I'm wearing a lot of gear. Like, I don't think I'm gonna make it. Did not make that mistake the second time. At some point, you got to remember to swim, gang. Kaz did archery and weightlifting in high school, but haven't done much archery since. Nice, yeah. I did archery once in high school, like in gym class. I was like, and then fortunately, I've reconnected with it at the camp that I go to. And then there's a family there that are all like the cycle we go to our camp with. There's another family that's usually there with us. There's like a whole family of archers that just they bring their own gear. It's like they murder everybody in the archery competition. It's not even close. Like the whole family, the mom, the dad, the daughter, the son, the dog, everybody can fucking. The dog gets up on two legs. Like, God damn, the dog's beating me. Fuck that dog. Like, you're not supposed to have no pets at this camp. Fuck this dog, man. Keeps beating me at archery. Fuck him. Kevin Diaz says, hey man, thank you for the advice you gave me a while back about how I can help my brother feel at home when he came back from deployment. Hey, anytime, Kevin, this is what we're here for, brother. Thanks for coming back. We're glad to have you. I hope your brother's doing well. Lisa played volleyball for a stint too. Volleyball is fun as hell. God, volleyball doesn't get the love it deserves. That's a fun game, especially when you can jump high. Woo! Volleyball is a lot of fun. Play volleyball every year at camp too. And we jump high because it's usually the counselors versus the campers. Shit, we go hard in those games. And every year I try to talk them into playing football, and the counselors are like, dude, fuck out of here. There's like 3 of you that can play football, and you're going to kill everybody. It's not going to happen. And then I was doing training one year at camp. One of the ladies saw me working out, and she was like, "Hey, can I work out with you? Because I see you running with these rucksacks and body armor and shit all over the place, and you're in shape. Can I hang with you tomorrow?" I was like, "Yeah. Do you guys want to do a workout with me?" She's like, "Yeah. Can I bring some of the other ladies?" All the ladies show up, and I was literally just taking them through a day of football practice, and they were running them drills like actual players. I was proud of them. Not a single dude showed up. It was all ladies playing football with me, and then we hurt one of them. She hurt her back. Didn't do it to her. She did something. She made a move, and I felt so bad the rest of the camp. She's like, "It's not your fault. I was doing my thing, not listening, blah, blah, blah." I was like, "Yeah, I still feel like it's my fault. I could have just let you guys run up the hill and not make you do football shit." They're like, "No, the football stuff was fun. I never..." And one of the ladies like, "Now I see why you men like this shit so much. Jesus, this is fun. Like chasing the ladies and getting to tackle them. Like, oh, this is great." It's like, okay. We won some women over to football. It's just about being an ambassador, man. You gotta make it available for people. Make it inclusive, right? I got mine in about a minute. Yeah, just turn your clothes into the flotation device, and then you can float while you're putting your gear on. That's the trick. If you know how to turn your clothes into a flotation device, that is, which I assume they taught you, because that's one of the things they teach at drown proofing. But I think maybe they don't teach you that till after they try to drown you. Then they're like, "Okay, next time, next time, do this." It's like, all right. Ryan says, "My buddies were scared when I didn't surface immediately." Yep. Lifeguard came in after me, and it was my little sister. It's like, I'm good. She's like, "I don't think you... I hope you didn't expect me to pull your big ass out of this pool." I was like, "Nah, we'll make it." Molly says, "Oh man, so awesome. How did you feel jumping from that height? How did you... How did it feel going into the water?" I don't know if you're talking to me or Ryan. I think that's Ryan. Kevin says, "So what game have you been playing recently that got your attention or attention back?" I got back into Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Me too. I just recently played that. That was actually our last stream, was Ghost Recon Breakpoint, believe it or not. Not the best, but damn, dude, I love it. I like Wildlands better because it's just more polished and it's streamlined a little better. Felt like they tried to do too much with Breakpoint, but I get why. You know, you got to sell this thing to 100 million people to make it profitable these days. But yeah, I played Breakpoint. I think that was what, Friday night we did that? Thursday night, I think. When was the last time we streamed? Was it Friday or Thursday? I can't remember. Or Saturday. No, because we did the Madden stream Saturday. So I think it was the stream before the Madden stream, so that would have been Friday night or Thursday night. Because I did the stream with my kids on Saturday. I forgot about that. Suba says, "I'm playing Wildlands as we speak." But to your broader question, Kev, like the games right now that kind of have won me over, I've actually been going back into my older library, man, and playing some old stuff. Like I dusted off the good old Final Fantasy II. We played that on stream, I think a week or two ago. I really forgot how much I love this game. It's like just still holding on to the cartridge. And then you guys have seen on the show, I've displayed. Sorry. Sorry, I believe my headphone jack is about to actually go out. I think the copper in it is somewhat severed and starting to have issues. So the problem is with the microphone that configuration I'm using now, I can't unplug my mic and still talk to you guys. So if you hear me cutting out, that's part of the reason why. I think my headset is about done. We're gonna have to get a new one here shortly. I was hoping to show you my boxed copy of Final Fantasy II. Ah, it's behind my Luna Games bag. Well, let's go get it. Let's show don't tell, right? Let's do this. Okay, so little show and tell for you gang here. So here's my boxed complete. Honestly, I don't even like touching it because I don't want to get too many fingerprints on it, because the collector I bought this from kept this in fantastic condition. Like, I was blown away when this came to my house. In fact, all the games I bought from him, you could tell that dude really cared about his collection. So we're going to display that proudly right next to our VECTREX, the good old VECTREX, and our good old pal Bob Ross. I have not played this and probably won't. After our last Ease experience and my last Tales of experience, I think we're done. I think we're done with the Tales series. I'm going to accept that it's just not for me. But I went back and played Shadow Hearts 2 again, because I played a bunch of games to see if I wanted to stream them for the show. This game, it does not disappoint. And it's like a lot of what you guys, if you've been on the show a couple of times, if you've heard me rail against, especially this generation and the one before it, PlayStation 1, the non-stop storytelling that's just terrible and boring, and this is obviously written for a child, and why do adults like this shit? But this game, locked in. Story had me locked from jump, and it's a great story. In fact, this is my favorite game in the series because of the story. Shadow Hearts 2 is a better game, but I enjoy playing this better. This is one of the few games that you'll hear me praise. There's like 8 of them in human history, where it's like one of my favorite parts of the game is the story. Now, I like the game too. The game's great, but the story's fantastic. So this is one of the very few games you guys will hear me point to when I say video game stories actually don't suck. Shadow Hearts is. So playing that again definitely got the juices flowing. Clem had put me on to a series called Drakengard, as this is the precursor to arguably my favorite game of all time, if it makes that place in my heart, which is Nier Automata. Gave this a try actually on stream, really dug it. So that's one of the games that's got me back into it. And what I love about everything I'm showing you is all of this is from the PlayStation 2 generation, which is probably my second least favorite generation of all time. PlayStation 1 would have been my least favorite. But I'm going back and discovering all these games that I either didn't try, or rediscovering the few games that I did like and realizing, man, I like a lot of this stuff. Shining Force Neo, it's a talkative game, but I don't care. I like the whimsical nature of the world. I like it's kind of like playing an anime, so to speak. But it's fun. Like, the combat's fun. The loot drop, picking up stuff is fun. It's fun. Had a good time. In fact, this was one of the first games we played in the role-playing game club, the RPG club that we created many years ago that now other people are awesomely running. I gave the old Scarface a try. I'd been seeing people like Game Sack, and I think my guy Mark from Classic Game Room, who's been making a comeback, by the way. I'm really excited about that. He's been back on YouTube. Scarface, I had seen them talk about it nonstop. I was like, I got to try it. And then I bought it, and I was like, this is better than Grand Theft Auto. It's better than fucking... like, this game is awesome. Who made this shit? And I was like, oh, Sierra. Of course, that's why it doesn't suck. Sierra is known for making games. And then SOCOM, U.S. Navy SEALs. I really enjoyed my second time trying this. The first time I played it, it was when I was still learning kind of 3D controls. I wasn't a big fan of the 3D consoles. Like I said, PlayStation 1 and 2 are my least favorite generations of gaming. But that's mostly because of my ignorance. It's not because I think the games from those generations are bad. The games from that generation started creating tendencies that I don't like the over focus on bad storytelling. But I'm learning that there's a lot of great games from these generations too. Some that I did play and loved, like Shining Force and Shadow Hearts, but some that I missed, like Scarface, Drakengard, and SOCOM, U.S. Navy SEALs. And that, my friend, are the games that have kind of got me back into enjoying this thing again. And then I could give you a whole litany of probably 100 other games that piss me off. Oh, and then the game that's kind of got my heart right now, I'm enjoying Yuan, which is the game we're playing tonight. But this is my current favorite game that we're playing through on the stream. This is my third time finishing this game. It doesn't get old. I love Arcania. I get that it's a poor man's Gothic and I'm supposed to hate it, and blah. I don't. I like it. It's fun. It's simple. It doesn't require me to have to write notes to play the stupid ass game. It's like, listen, if I got to take notes to do something in life, that shit better come with me getting paid at the end of it. Period. I'm not dedicating that much energy to a fucking video game. Like, go on a real adventure and put the game down. Anyway, that's what I got for you. Molly says, thank you for another awesome stream getting us together. Good night. Thank you. Yeah, let's go ahead and bid everybody a fond adieu. I've already taken you all over the time. Hey, don't forget, too, before I let you all go, don't run away yet. Let me show this to you. Don't worry, I'm not selling you anything. We got nothing to sell you here. Don't forget to get your book of the week. Obstacle is the Way. There's links on Discord where you can get it, but you can just go to Amazon. You do not have to buy it through our links. The 0.8 cents when you use. Now, don't get me wrong. When you buy it through us, it does support the program, and as more people join, it will eventually pay for itself. But I don't mind losing a little bit of cash to help out people. I'm sure other people in other places have lost a lot more cash to help me. So don't forget to get your book of the week. Obstacle is the Way, and get your summaries in by the end of the week. In fact, I usually try to make the talk that we do for the night related to the book. And I'll end with that. My secret talent, if I have one, I don't know that I do, is being unapologetically myself. And one of the things that's really awesome about The Obstacle is the Way is when I look at, we were asking about, Jay was asking about discovering ourselves and whatnot. And I'll tell you, like, everything that I've studied and read and participated in helping other companies build their media tells me that everything I do, so much of what I do in media is wrong. And I don't mean morally wrong, I just mean wrong. If your goal is to amass an audience, I do a lot of things wrong. But what I realized was when I started working in media years ago, and started to meet the people there and understanding, and then especially when I started working in show business, and I realized, oh, show business is just fucking Satanism. Like, who the fuck would sign up to sell these corporations bullshit, right? When you realize that entertainment is primarily being used for people who want political power or people who want to sell you shit. And when that Wizard of Oz gets pulled back and you see that, it's like, well, I don't want to be a part of that bullshit. But the problem is, if you don't play the game, you often don't find yourselves in places of favor with the people who do play the game and the systems, the way the games are set up to make the corporations who pay for all this shit to happen money. And I'm like, fuck that. I want to do something different, right? But everything I do different, it goes against the grain, and it goes against a lot. Like, even companies that I've gone into and taught them how to do their media, I do it differently. I teach them things that I don't do because their goal is growth. My goal is impact. If only 12 motherfuckers ever show up to my show again, but me and those 12 motherfuckers become the fucking Avengers, fuck everybody. I don't need to talk to millions of people. What for? Millions of people are boring as shit. But 12 people can change the world. And that's what I'd like to see happen, is entertainment actually get used to do something besides put somebody in a political office or make Activision a couple more dollars. Maybe we can build a world where we use entertainment to actually build ourselves up, not just give us the feeling that we feel better. Maybe we can do that. And maybe some people will have enough, you know, balls to tell the system to go fuck itself. And if it means we never get views, fuck you. So what I realized was this book, I was living it. When I read it, I was like, oh, I turned what shouldn't work into why my shit works. The reason why my shit works is because it's different. The fact that I do everything opposite is why the people that are here and who are here are here. Thank you. I love you guys. We are stronger than I. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Should be back tomorrow. I've got a couple of meetings going on. I'm meeting with I've got meeting with a game developer buddy of mine. I've got another meeting that got rescheduled that's probably going to happen tomorrow, and I've got another floating meeting that's a really big issue that has not been locked down yet schedule-wise. So that is going to trump everything when that happens. So that could potentially knock us out of a show. But as of right now, today, I'm still planning to have a show tomorrow. And then I got to figure out what game we're going to play. I guess we'll go back to Chernobylite since we finished God of War. So anyway, hopefully you guys, ladies and others, got something good out of the foolishness tonight. I pray that that's the case. And if not, just know that you're loved and that you're prayed for, and that, you know, all I want to do is speak blessing over you and tell you to have a great tomorrow, and come holler at us again. Love you much. Talk soon.